liberty lovers, and welcome to the Liberty Mike podcast, broadcasting from an undisclosed location in the heart of Dixie. I am Michael, and I'm here with Liberty Larry.
How's it going, my one-armed friend?
I'm okay, figuring things out.
All right.
It's amazing. You use two arms for a lot of things.
A lot of things. Most things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try putting a pair of jeans on.
Yeah.
Which like getting your pants pulled up and everything, no problem.
Yeah.
Buttoning that button,
That's a challenge.
it is a challenge.
Yeah. You may need looser pants.
Yeah, I don't have any. And this is one of the things too, right? Like I don't have a lot of loose clothes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm realizing that real fast. Like even like sweatpants, like I have some athletic that kind of style of pants.
Yeah.
But they're also not loose.
Yeah.
So, actually, I think I do have a pair that is real loose. I'll have to try and find them
Yeah.
when we finish.
You did not think this through.
Yeah, there's, I got the loosest t-shirts that I could find.
Yeah. Yeah.
I might have to start stealing from my dad's old stash
Yeah.
that just like hang down to my knees. Actually, he wasn't that much bigger than me, but
Yeah. Make it a little easier at least.
yeah. It's an adventure so far. It's going to be a fun month.
Yeah. So you got to go a month like this?
I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't talked to the doctor. Doctor told my mom after the surgery that when he got in there that there was less damage than they expected.
Nice.
So,
That's good.
So he was talking. They told me originally immobilization for a month and then physical therapy, but he told her that I'd probably start physical therapy after 2 weeks. So that might mean that this
2 weeks
sling comes off in 2 weeks too. So
that would be nice.
yeah.
I mean, that would be obviously less time you'd have to have the one arm.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you may need less physical therapy because you've been immobilized for less time.
That's true too. I don't know. I wonder if that means. I don't know. Anything else would be speculation on my part because I was.
You weren't there, yeah. You didn't get to ask these questions.
I might have been there.
You just don't remember, yeah.
Yeah. I have. There are a few memories. I remember being in the surgical room with a guy pressing an oxygen mask on my face,
Yeah.
telling me to breathe deep, and then I remember them telling me that they were pushing the anesthetic.
Yeah.
And I felt it burn when it went into my arm, and then I remember waking up in the recovery room.
Oh, that's what you want.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. No waking up in the middle, like.
No, that's happened to me before.
Yeah, I've heard of it happening to people. It's a thing.
When I was in my 20s, I don't take that drug anymore. I actually listed as an allergy, so they won't use it.
So there's not a whole lot of questions about it.
Yeah. There is every time anyway, though. They're like, what does it do to you?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, it doesn't work when it's supposed to, and then it works long afterwards.
Yeah. That's a problem.
It's like my body just doesn't process it like it should, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyway, doesn't matter. Here we are.
Yep. One-armed bandit.
Yeah. I'm a little loopy. I don't have anything prepared, so we'll see how this goes.
Maybe could try to keep it a little shorter.
Yeah,
we went
definitely.
long last week, so.
Yeah. You guys have gotten your money's worth.
Yeah.
I have watched more Fox News in the last day
So you've gotten
than I have in a long time.
Some good information.
I got
then.
some commentary.
You got
That's for sure.
You've been hearing the truth.
Yeah, it's funny because my mom is a Fox News watcher, and she said if I talk too much trash about Fox News, she might not let me back in.
Yeah.
The truth is that if she was a CNN watcher,
Yeah.
I'd still be criticizing.
Oh yeah.
Like it wouldn't matter.
It's
like,
the mainstream in general, and that's
Yeah.
that's actually what I was gonna say. Is I watch Fox News every now and then. I don't hate it.
Yeah.
You just got to know what you're watching.
Mm-hmm.
The same thing with CNN. Any mainstream organization, you're only getting a portion of the story.
Yeah.
And you just have to bake that into what you're watching.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, they have somebody to blame.
yeah.
And that's where they stop. And so I was seeing a story today about this girl in Chicago that was killed by a Venezuelan illegal migrant
Yeah.
or immigrant, whatever. And they, of course, they went on and on about Biden's
Open border
policies,
Yeah.
and the guy got caught for shoplifting, but they just let him go again. I'm like, come on, that's shoplifting, Jesus.
Yeah. I'll be cutting off fingers.
Yeah, you're right. And so I don't know. I don't see that as a major crime that somebody should be deported for, particularly.
Wow.
But whatever. Okay, fine.
My opinion is if you're here illegally, I don't care why you get stopped. You need to be going back.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah.
This did happen in 2023, though, of course. So
we didn't have that policy then.
right. It's Biden.
Yeah.
But what I was thinking the whole time is like, why are they stopping there and blaming all this on Biden? Because I would bet dollars to donuts that the Venezuelan national would not be in this country if Trump hadn't destroyed his nation's economy in his first term.
Yeah.
Like gone out of his way to destroy his nation's economy in his first term.
Yeah.
So like if
that's a factor.
yeah, there was a huge wave of Venezuelan migration after all those sanctions.
Yeah.
They called it the same thing they called it when they did it with Iran. What was it?
Oh no.
I don't remember. Anyway, it was high pressure sanctions.
Yeah. The intent. There's
what's
a
the
name.
phrase?
I can't think of it now, but yeah, I know what you're talking about though. Yeah.
I can't. I'm a little
still a little loopy.
Yeah. I just took some pain meds a half hour ago, so I'm.
So about midway through this podcast, they ought to be kicking in really good.
They're already
kicking in.
Yeah, it takes about 15 or 20 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. Halfway through this podcast, I might have trouble holding my head up.
Might be starting napping on me.
No. I don't sleep on them. I just
you just doze.
Get a little loose.
Yeah.
Anyway, I thought like, well, okay, let's keep going. It's not just the Democrats that are responsible for this.
Yeah.
You gotta. Not only do you have to factor in how easy it was for them to cross the border, that's certainly a part of the problem.
Oh, yeah.
But you gotta also factor in why they were crossing the border.
Yeah.
Like what compelled them to travel thousands of miles. Excuse me, not 1,000, thousands of miles.
Yeah.
North through Central America to the U.S. border. Like,
yeah. They want a better life.
Yeah. And they might have had a better life in Venezuela. Might not.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying things were great in Venezuela, but
they were definitely worse after the sanctions.
Yeah.
So.
Anyway, and then my other comment, because I almost couldn't let this one go, but I did bite my tongue while I was sitting there. I didn't let that one go.
Yeah.
while I was sitting there, but they were talking about Iran issues, and I cannot listen to them.
Yeah.
Talk about that. But one of the things they said was the Iranians attacked 3 of our destroyers unprovoked. Unprovoked? Like you have stated plainly that you're there to prevent any movement in and out by Iranian vessels.
Yeah. Their presence is a
provocation.
Yeah.
Exactly. That would be like a besieging army.
Yeah.
Like that has a town surrounded.
Yeah.
And the guys get up into the battlements and start firing arrows down, and them saying, there was no provocation for that.
Right.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Your existence is a provocation in this situation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that one stood out at me, and especially after years and years of hearing unprovoked in Russia. Like I think this word you keep using.
You do not.
I do not think it means what you think it means.
Yeah. Exactly.
So that's really my Fox News commentary.
Yeah.
My mom was very nice, though. She kept it light. I did not listen to a lot of Fox News.
Like I say, I don't mind that. I watch news in a lot of places. It doesn't bother me.
I just don't like TV news.
Well, that's
I mean,
that's the real problem, is because, like I said at the front, like you just have to know what you're getting going in. Like,
I mean, I watch it and I think this isn't news. This is entertainment.
yeah. No, and that's a good way to put it, because that's really what it is.
But the problem is that a large number of people look at it as a news source.
Yeah.
And it's not that it can't tell you some things that are going on. I'm not saying
Yeah,
that there
I
is
mean,
no news in it.
Yeah.
But the purpose is not actually to inform you.
Yeah, it's propaganda.
Well, that too, but primarily its purpose is to entertain you so that you stay on the channel.
Yeah. Well, there's that aspect too.
So, which is, like, was it Neil Postman? That was one of his big complaints about TV news too.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, it will naturally tend towards being less informative and more entertaining.
Yeah.
And sensationalistic.
Yeah. Well, everything's always breaking news.
Yeah,
Which they still get me when they do that. I'll be like, oh,
what's going on?
Did something just happen?
Yeah.
And then it's like the same news from like 3 days ago or whatever. It's like, yeah, this is not breaking, buddy. So.
Yeah. The only thing I had written down, actually, that I was prepared to talk about at all. What's going on over there?
The cat's head is in my bag.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a my wife's bag has a visitor.
Cats exploring.
Like in the bag.
Yeah. Oh, he's just curious.
Yeah. It's all my bag. It's not usually that big.
Yeah.
The only thing I had written down that I was kind of prepared to talk about was the Fed.
I like being fed.
Yeah, me too. Not that Fed.
Oh yeah.
The Federal Reserve.
Oh okay.
And
That I'm not as much of a fan of.
no. It's like one of the libertarian things.
It tends to be
exactly one of the libertarian things that we can blame for all of our economic problems.
Yeah.
Or nearly all. They're the root of all.
Yeah.
But this is what I wanted to talk about, because I remember arguing with another libertarian at I think it was the 2018, maybe 2020 convention in New Orleans, which every year it was in New Orleans.
I think that was 18, because I may be wrong. I think 2020 though was like online or canceled or whatever.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. I mean, I just feel like that had to be the year that
Yeah,
it was.
that was the one that was supposed to be in Austin.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess it was 2018 then.
Yeah. But I remember the one in New Orleans. I went to a little bit of it. I didn't stay long.
There was a guy, he was a new guy on the Alabama delegation. I hadn't seen him before. I liked him. He's nice. He's pretty cool, and I haven't seen him since.
Yeah, you ran him off.
I mean, it's possible. I thought that I was very nice to him, actually. But we did get into an argument about the Fed.
Yeah.
And it's one of these things that, like, it comes up over and over again, where people are really adamant that the Fed is not a government agency.
Oh, that it's, yeah, I get this a lot, that it's a separate entity.
And that is technically correct, which we all know from Futurama is the best kind of correct.
Yeah.
However,
Yeah.
the Fed chair is appointed by the president and has to be approved by Congress. The Fed was created by Congress.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how you can look at this
How do you separate
arrangement
this? Yeah.
and say they've got nothing to do with the government.
Yeah.
And Congress could end it too.
Yeah. And they should.
And they should. They won't.
Oh, of course not.
They couldn't have all these wars without the Fed
Yeah.
creating money out of nothing for the U.S. government. And so, but this is one of those arguments that I just don't understand. Like, how can you look at this situation and think that they are truly independent? I mean, regardless whether they're technically part of the government or not,
Yeah.
they're clearly a part of the government.
Yeah. Yeah. By like definition, like by the fact that, you know,
By the fact that they are under the control of the government, that they wouldn't exist without the government having created them. Yeah. They could be eliminated by the government just signing it off again, and that the leadership is appointed and approved by the government.
Yeah.
And if you're appointed and approved by the government, then, like, one of your jobs, if you want to keep your job,
Just do what they say.
is to appease the government.
Yeah. Although we're not getting that right now. I mean, the Fed chair is definitely going against what Trump wants.
Yeah, the next one probably will too.
Well, wait, go against what Trump wants?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, I hope so.
I mean, obviously, I hope so too. But at the same, I mean, not that I'm trying to oppose Trump at every corner. I just think what Trump wants is bad in this situation.
Yeah, we're talking about the zero interest or lowering interest
the
rates.
interest rates. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a thing that people don't seem to understand either. That lower interest rates is only good in the short term
Yeah.
in the economy. It'll create a brief boom, but that's boom is really creating a bubble.
Yeah. And then there's no way the only other way to, once the boom is over, is to keep lowering them.
Yeah,
Like it's almost like an addiction. Like once you kind of go down that path.
yeah. And the bubbles are created by an expansion of credit.
Yeah.
And that's what it does. By lowering interest rates, they create more money. And actually, this is probably something I can talk about and maybe get through without getting lost.
All right.
Is how lowering interest rates creates money.
Okay.
The lowering interest rates encourages more people to take loans, right?
Oh yeah.
Banks do not have to, like, you have the small reserve compared to their balance sheets.
Yeah.
See, this is already not working. What's that called? Fractional reserve.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fractional reserve banking. So the more loans are out there, the more money is created out of nothing. If somebody takes a $100 loan, then the bank only has to maintain $10 in their vaults to cover that loan.
Yeah.
Actually, they don't have to maintain anything anymore, but we'll just go on
Yeah.
a 10%.
Go on the old school. Yeah.
Yeah. And so that person now has $90 that they've just created out of nothing. Now, whatever they do with it, they're probably going to put it into a bank in one way or another. That money's going back into a bank somewhere,
Yeah.
right? Either they pay somebody and that person puts it in the bank, or they put it in their own account in
go spend
either
it.
that bank or some other bank. So then the $90, or well, now that you got their $100,
Yeah.
it goes into another bank. Again, they only have to keep 10 on it, like in-house, to cover that 100.
Yeah.
And then they lend the rest of it out.
Yeah. To which the same thing happens again and again and again.
Yeah. So so whenever interest rates are lowered and more people are taking loans, because lower interest rates encourages people to take more loans,
Yeah.
it creates more money.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's more imaginary money out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so this is another way that the Fed creates money out of nothing.
Yeah. Exactly.
And that's never good, because at some point, like, things need to be covered.
Yeah. Right.
And of course, it also, like, the boom part of it is also part of the problem, because there's this extra money that doesn't really exist out there, but it is being used to purchase things.
Build things and whatnot. Yeah.
And those materials that, that are demanded and paid for, it creates like an artificial higher demand.
Yeah.
Which raises prices, by the way, also. But the problem is that the resources are still limited.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so what happens in the end, the crash, is when it turns out that there aren't enough resources to support all the imaginary money out there.
Yeah.
And things don't get finished and things fall apart. And like you end up with those half-finished
Houses.
housing developments and so forth.
Yeah.
And that are being sold for pennies on the dollar.
Yeah. And then the Fed just has to lower rates again to try to get people to buy these half-built houses.
Yeah, they never encourage rates to go up.
Yeah.
But sometimes that's what needs to happen. The truth is that the Fed just needs to get out of it altogether. Like,
Yeah, what you would want ideally is a free market in interest rates.
yeah, because that's essentially the price of money.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, let the market determine what the price of money is.
Yeah, and the individual banks determine what their rate should be, and not have.
And
like
then they
a
can
flat
compete
one.
against each other. It's like gas stations.
Yeah, yeah. Even though all the gas stations around here have the same exact gas price. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Like particularly right now, it is weird. Like just in the past week, all the gas stations have all of a sudden 409 is how much gas is. You ask anybody in Baldwin County right now how much gas is, they're going to tell you 409, and they're right because every station has it for 409.
Yeah, I don't ever notice gas prices anymore, but when we were going to the hospital yesterday, we passed a place that was 409.
It's everywhere, and it is odd because it hasn't always. It like that happened like this week, and generally there is some kind of fluctuation in prices, like depending on what part of the county you're in.
Yeah, you often see those gas stations that are like across from each other at the interstate junctions and so forth. There'll be like a penny difference.
Yeah, like right there. Yeah.
But that's how it should be, right? Like the one guy's lowering his price a penny, the other guy to compete needs to lower his price a penny or not. And if he's not running efficiently enough to lower his price a penny, then he's just got to take the leftovers that don't really notice the gas prices or have a special card with that particular gas station or whatever.
Or have the cleanest bathroom in town.
Yeah, right. Or will they sell pizza there too? Or
Yeah, exactly. But the free market's what you're looking for, and you can do that with interest rates. Like,
absolutely, it was that way for a very long time.
Yeah.
Till 19 whenever
13. I don't know when the Fed was started.
I'm trying to think. It's somewhere around there.
I mean,
it was under Wilson. So
a lot of things happened in 13, so I feel like it's probably 1913.
Yeah, 1913, 1914, somewhere in there.
Yeah,
because it was Wilson's first term.
Was it?
Yeah. And he was elected in 1912 and 1916.
I feel like it's 13.
And in 1916, his slogan was, "He kept us out of war," and then he immediately entered World War I.
Yeah,
after he was elected.
Yeah. Never seen a
that's
president.
That's how reliable politicians have always been.
Yeah. This apparently Trump is not a new phenomenon.
No, I know. Yeah, I'm not even going to get into once again this thing about why I don't understand why people think he's so much worse than anything else.
Yeah, because he's just exactly the same.
He doesn't hide it as well. Yeah. He doesn't try to, actually. That's kind of it. It's not that.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what he's supposed to hide. That's actually what I think's going on.
Yeah.
Is that he hasn't been a politician long enough to know that he's supposed to pretend about some of these things.
Yeah.
He's not a great pretender like Obama.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who said all the right things and did all the wrong things.
Yeah.
And Trump just says all the wrong things and does all the wrong things.
Yeah, I'll still have people argue with me about the Obama drone stuff.
Oh gosh.
And it's like, dude, he was like, this is not like a conspiracy theory. This is what he did. This was like his doctrine. Like,
yeah.
No, Obama wouldn't do that.
Yeah. There was the guy who was the whistleblower on the drone program, whose name is similar to the guy who is I regret that I have but one life to live for my country, or one life to give to my country.
Oh.
Which was Nathan Hale, right? I think the whistleblower was Daniel Hale or something like that.
Daniel Hale sounds familiar. Yeah.
So look up Daniel Hale.
Yeah.
And it might be a guy from the Revolutionary War, but
it might be the whistleblower.
It's at least as likely that it was the drone program whistleblower.
Yeah.
It's like brains aren't, not all the connections are
sparking tonight.
Yeah. But I'm having a great time.
Well, that's what really matters.
Yeah, that's the guy. So Daniel Hale.
Nice. Nailed it.
I don't know. I don't have anything else to say, or I can't think of what I want to say.
Yeah. So you good on the Fed?
Yeah, I just wanted to make it a point of like somebody explain to me how you can make the argument that it's not a part of the government beyond the technically private banks. And I don't know how that makes you feel any better anyway. Like that private banks would control the money supply for the nation. That seems like a bad plan anyway.
There's less of those banks anyway. They're all like conglomerating together.
Well, the Federal Reserve System is separate from...
Oh, I'm talking about the independent banks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. because it's one of the most regulated industries in the country.
Yeah. So
That's what happens.
Yeah. It's got to be like that, and then airplanes, right? Pretty regulated.
No, I would say probably healthcare,
Healthcare, yeah, I guess healthcare is.
banking and finance, healthcare, food production.
Oh, is that one? I guess that would be, yeah.
I mean, essentially, you can track the most regulated industries by the most corrupt industries.
Yeah,
they
well,
align very closely.
That I believe. That I believe. College got to be up there.
No,
Or student loans is what I'm thinking of.
although that does bring up something else about the Trump's insurance program for the oil
Yeah.
tankers, which I don't know if they're actually insuring anybody at this point.
I don't think that they're letting anybody through. So,
Well,
I mean, they
yeah.
got like 3 through the other day, I think, and then that was it. They started getting shot at. It was like, well, this ain't gonna work.
Even so, like, I know some people are like pretty excited about that. There's the whole thing about, oh, well, we're taking the control of all the shipping out of London and,
Yeah.
things like that.
Yeah, I've heard people make that argument.
Yeah. So there are a lot of people that are pretty excited about this, and I keep thinking, oh, another government industry. Yes, this one will work just as well as all the rest.
Yeah.
And what I think about as a comparison every time is student loans.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a very good comparison. I mean, that's
because what happened with that? Like the government took over student loans almost entirely. There's like
Yeah.
very few private student loans out there anymore.
yeah.
And the result was a huge rise in the cost of education.
Yeah.
And I don't see how the government covers insurance on all the shipping at low costs for any amount of time. Even if they do it at low cost, it's going to be a wealth transfer
Yeah.
because it'll cost the shipping industry very little, but it'll cost the taxpayer a lot.
Yeah. Exactly. Because the government's just not built for efficiency.
No.
It's not something that's capable of.
And if they succeed in keeping prices down for the shipping industry, that loss will have to come from somewhere.
Yeah.
There's only one place that the government gets its money from.
Yeah, that's you.
I mean, one way or another.
Yeah.
It comes out of you in the end. It either comes out of you directly from taxes or it comes out of you in inflation from printing money and borrowing money.
Yeah.
So.
And we've seen a lot of inflation the past 5 years.
Yeah.
So
be prepared to cover the shortfall from the insurance program on the shipping.
yeah. Well, just talking about the Strait real quick. I don't see any way out of this war where Iran doesn't control the Strait by the end.
Yeah.
I mean, you can make an argument that they've always kind of de facto been able to shut it down when they wanted to.
Yeah.
But I think by the time this is all said and done, they're going to have absolute control over that area.
Yeah. I don't know how it ends any other way, really.
I don't see.
Although Trump made some threat about if they keep on, you'll just see a glowing spot where Iran used to be.
So he's still. I haven't heard that specific threat, but I mean, I know he's been making those type of threats.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's so crazy. Like it's the old thing when the only tool you have is a hammer, though everything's a nail.
Yeah.
And that's really what our like foreign policy is at this point. Like it's like, and it's
We'll
funny.
beat you into submission. We'll threaten you until you do what we say. That's how we're the big dog.
Yeah.
We're in control here. Rules for thee, not for me, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, and it's so naked with Trump because you can tell just by his post that like he's legitimately frustrated that he can't just like
Make it happen.
make them comply.
Yeah.
And it's a situation he's put himself into. Like, I mean, nobody made him go do this. Well, at least that we know of.
Yeah. I mean, in the end, it was his decision, period.
Yeah, yeah.
He made his choice. I think it was a huge mistake. And
There's no way that Iran doesn't come out of this in a better position.
Yeah. I agree.
You know.
I agree. They have more leverage than I guess anybody up at that level anticipated.
Yeah. Yeah. Which they should have.
And they think that they still think they're winning, or at least they keep claiming to be.
They, you know, Trump particular, he has to bolster that. Like he can't be on the losing end of anything in his mind.
Like, yeah, they've got no military left. Oh, by the way, they just attacked 3 destroyers
Yeah, right.
with their no military left.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, these two things can't both be true.
Yeah.
What a disaster. They could have asked any libertarian.
I mean, we've
They
been
could have told you how this would end.
I mean, there's so many of us out there with big platforms that have been for a decade or more,
Yeah.
like railing against exactly this.
Yeah.
I mean, and there's no way that the U.S. intelligence couldn't have seen this coming.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just don't understand how we make this mistake. You know,
Hubris. Just a complete overconfidence in our capabilities.
yeah,
Here's the thing, is in the short term, like they're right in the short term.
yeah,
The problem is that a nation like Iran was able to withstand that initial blow.
yeah,
Like we're like the boxer with the glass jaw or whatever, or not the glass jaw. I guess that's not really the case. It's like the guy that has no endurance.
yeah,
You know, like that he's the hardest puncher out there, but he can only last 2 rounds.
yeah, yeah.
So if you can make it through those 2 rounds and still be on your feet,
Well, and I mean, and yeah, I don't want it to sound like Iran hasn't suffered consequences from this.
yeah.
I mean, they're changing leadership regularly.
Yeah.
Because they keep dying. So I mean, that's a factor in this, you know. I mean, so it's not like that they're not, but just like you say, like once they've dug in their heels and have said, look, we're not budging here. And the truth is they can hold out longer than we can.
yeah,
Or at least longer than Trump can, because Trump never had true support for this in the first place.
Yeah.
And it's only going to go one way from here. Like there's not going to be a rally to this. I don't like it. It's not good. And all the stuff that he campaigned for as far as inflation and the economy are all being ruined by this decision. So,
yeah.
you know,
And we're probably going to create a bunch of Iranian refugees.
yeah. Another like thing that Trump railed against when he campaigned,
Yeah.
you know, letting more.
Of course,
I guess what
they'll mostly go to Europe.
I was fixed to say they won't end up here for the most part, but
Yeah.
you know, still creates a problem for the other side of the world.
They'll invade Western Europe, and then we'll have a bunch of Frenchmen and Italians coming to America.
Yeah, yeah. I guess in the end we still lose, right?
Yeah,
So,
better than Canadians.
yeah. Did you have anything else, or?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I could probably make some commentary about the healthcare system right now, but
I don't
I'm
want to.
fairly happy with my position at the moment. So,
So you're gonna reserve.
yeah,
Well, I just wanted to kind of mention the hantavirus thing because that's taken over my internet, at least.
Okay.
I keep seeing stuff about it. If anybody hasn't heard, what's happened is there's a cruise ship, which it's not like a traditional cruise ship like what I just got off of a few weeks ago. It's a smaller ship that goes. I think that this one was coming from Antarctica, but it's more of an expedition ship type situation. Yeah, they had the hantavirus show up on it. It's killed, I think, 3 people on board. And they're not wanting to it's having trouble like docking and that.
oh
type of
yeah,
thing.
why would anybody let them dock?
Well, yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Don't bring that here.
Yeah. So, anyway, it's like I said, the internet's kind of blown up with it. Everybody's like, this is the next pandemic, like that type of thing.
Oh, wow.
But to that point, what I just wanted to kind of mention, this isn't really the type of virus that you worry about for that kind of thing. And the reason for that is because it kills you when you have it and you die fairly or get treated. It's a very deadly disease.
Yeah.
And
Makes it self-limiting.
It's that exactly. It's not gonna. From what I've read, the ones like epidemiologists worry about are the ones kind of like the coronavirus, where like you've got it for like a week and you're kind of sick and you're spreading it all around.
Yeah, you're just like sniffly, but you can still do your
exactly
go do your business.
Exactly. Yeah. Like those are the ones you want to be more concerned about. But like I say, there's a big ramp to make this the next big fear. There's a lot of fear porn out there right now for people who are like susceptible to that. So, I mean, there's reason to be concerned as far as that end of it goes.
Next pandemic, nuclear war. Yeah, there's always something. Climate.
Yeah. Climate. Yeah. Yeah. There's just a lot of that out there right now. But like I said, I just don't, like I said, maybe I'm wrong, but I just don't feel like I don't feel like the juice is there for this one to be the next thing.
No, probably not.
But we'll see.
Real pandemics are exceedingly rare.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the chances of us having another real pandemic, and I hesitate. I get it. Coronavirus killed millions of people all around the world.
Yeah.
All right. So I think it's fair.
Just like the flu.
Yeah. Well, but it was new and it was
different. Yeah. No, I get it.
So I mean, I don't
want to over downplay it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that it's totally unfair to call it a pandemic.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
But considering it a pandemic, like there's been 2 or 3 in a century. Like the chances of us having another one just 5 years later seems pretty slim.
But what something else?
I mean, it's not that it couldn't happen.
Yeah.
It's just like this isn't something that happens all the time.
But the media is always pushing fear of even before Corona.
Yeah.
Like they were always like throwing things out there like
bird flu, swine flu, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah. The one in Africa, I forget that they're
Ebola.
Ebola was one for but these things are always kind of just like hung out.
Well, they had
there.
that big stock of remdesivir that they had to get rid of.
Well, yeah, exactly. Got to help these pharma companies, right? Can't have them go under.
Precisely. I was complaining about RFKJ today a little bit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's the complaint?
The complaint is that the complaint was that I saw a pharma ad on television.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought
he was supposed to take care of that.
Yeah,
that was a day
one.
oneer.
That's like one of the things that he was supposed to do is like make it no longer direct-to-consumer pharmaceutical ads.
Yeah, which I think it's important to kind of mention to people why that's so important.
Mm-hmm.
And
the way I heard it, this was Cara Santa Maria. I heard say this years ago. She's a neuroscience, I guess.
Yep.
She's neuroscience and a science communicator. She's pretty good. She doesn't know anything about politics or economics, she likes to talk about those things, so she can be kind of
so that's
frustrating in that way. But anyway, she said, if I'm going into the doctor and telling them what to prescribe me, is he still my doctor or is he just my drug dealer?
Yeah. Well, that's pretty clear which one he is. Yeah. But it's just these ads are just a way for the pharma companies to buy off the news media.
Yeah.
Like that's really where the real problem is because
there's some truth in that.
All of your mainstream media can't truly report on these things because like you watch the evening news. I mean, you are going to see 6 pharma commercials and maybe 1 Ford. And that's going to be your commercials for the evening news.
Yeah.
And these news companies, they need that source of revenue, or they're getting it and they're not willing to risk it by reporting the bad things that these companies are doing.
Yeah. I mean, the other side of that is what Kara Santa Maria was hinting at, which is that like all of us out here, we're not doctors.
Yeah.
Like we can't be. It is dangerous for us to be swayed as a normal person out there in the wild to take a particular drug based on these TV ads.
Because you saw somebody dancing on the screen
Yeah.
about how skinny they are now.
yeah.
So,
Or whatever it happens to be. Like we all have some problems, and we're already an over-medicated society, and like it works like anything else. So yeah, you have a particular problem. Maybe it doesn't need to be treated at all.
yeah.
Or maybe it can be treated much more simply. But you go into the doctor and you have your heart set
Yeah.
on them prescribing you this particular drug that you saw an ad for. But you don't really know anything about it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because they run through the side effects on that commercial real quick.
Yeah.
Like,
And doctors have to get CEUs, like continuing education units. Part of that is learning about new drugs and so forth.
yeah,
If your doctor, who's far more knowledgeable than you on most of these things,
yeah,
if they don't think that you should be prescribed it,
yeah,
then you probably shouldn't be prescribed it.
yeah,
I'm not saying that's always true. I hope you trust your doctor, though.
yeah.
If you don't, find another doctor.
Then it's time for a new doctor. I'd agree with that. Yeah,
So that's their job, is to keep up with that stuff.
yeah,
And what the pharma companies are trying to do to you is convince you to take a drug. They don't really care whether it's right for you or not.
exactly. So, come on, RFK.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
you were supposed to take care of this.
so Mom and I were talking about it, and it's just like I think that he didn't realize the barricades that would be put up by the bureaucracy that he now has to deal with.
Yeah, I'm sure that's the case.
But he hasn't accomplished much,
Not yet.
and that's disappointing.
He's way behind schedule.
Yeah.
I would say that. I
Yeah.
mean, providing he doesn't get fired by Trump, he's got a couple of more years to try to get some of this stuff through. But like I say, I expected us to be a lot further down the pipe than we are.
Yeah, I'm catching myself
All
kind of
right,
staring
all
off
right.
into
Yeah, I was
space.
gonna say. I was waiting for you to chime back in, and you were lulling over there. So
Yeah.
maybe time to go on and wrap her up.
Yeah, I think so. So we went for 40-some minutes.
It's
So
almost a regular podcast.
yeah, it's where it's supposed to be, actually.
That's where we were always aiming for, right?
Just a little short. So I'm sorry if you didn't get much out of this. I think that
Hopefully, it was entertaining.
yeah. Oh, great. At least our in studio audience appreciate it.
Yeah,
So,
there you go.
all right. Well, if we made it this week, we can certainly make it next week.
I see no reason why not.
But in the meantime, you can follow us on Facebook, subscribe on iTunes, YouTube, Podbean, like and share, comment, email me, michael@thelibertymike.com.
He's interested in your thoughts on the Fed.
I am. My mom pointed out that Podbean sent her a message saying that they were no longer supporting live streams. Don't worry, we don't do live streams.
Yeah, it's not going to affect us.
Yeah. So I don't see that will be a problem.
Yeah.
And we'll be back next week when we finally get this right. And in the meantime, try to stay free.
Life short, live free.
Ciao.
Later.